I think we do our utmost not to be too, like whether whether press is positive or negative. We do our utmost not to,
Don't get too caught up in it.
become too invested in it,
Yeah.
because it goes both ways, and so if we're hanging on every word that we read, then it would make our lives really difficult. So it was, I think we were really, we were flattered, I guess, to be included, and and it was like a confidence boost, but equally well, I think then we just pressed on and did loads of shows, and we tried not to think about whether there was any additional expectation or,
Yeah.
I think last year was really the shock to the system for us, because prior to that we'd been a part-time kind of band, and we'd had day jobs and we were studying and whatever, and so then suddenly to go on tour, as soon as we did our publishing deal, we went on tour solidly for most of last year. We did like 30 or 40 festivals last summer, and we really were on the road all the time, and that was a really big change of lifestyle. But ever since then, we've basically been on the road.
You just kind of get used to it, don't you? It becomes the routine. I'm almost more comfortable now when we're out playing shows on tour than I am when we go home. We find when we go home and have days off, it's always this kind of weird feeling after the first day where you just really just want to relax and do nothing. Second day, I'm always a bit like, I feel, what are we doing next? Always looking for the next thing to do. So if I couldn't play in a band, I'd be lost. I'd be in the streets, I think, by now. I can't go back to my old. I used to work like at a desk job, sit at a computer all day. I just don't know if I'd be able to bring myself to do it now. I've seen too much of what's out there. Away from the desk. I just don't know if I could go back.
I was halfway through medical school when we got signed, but I don't think they'd have me back.
You could go
now,
back.
They've seen too much of what I've done on tour, so I don't think they would have me back now. The medical profession probably have washed their hands of me, so I'm not sure what would happen.
We'd have to end up just busking or something in the streets.
Yeah, we would carry on being in a band even if no
Unpaid,
one cared. No one listened and no one came.